Imagine a time long ago, a time shrouded in the mists of history. Almost 4,000 years in the past, in a land rich with culture and innovation. The year is 1750 BC, a pivotal moment in human civilization. In ancient Mesopotamia, a powerful king named Hammurabi ruled with wisdom and strength. He was the king of Babylon, a city of great wealth and learning. Hammurabi was not just a ruler, he was a conqueror. He united many city-states under his rule, creating a vast and powerful empire. But Hammurabi wanted more than just military victories. He sought to leave a lasting legacy. He wanted to create a just and stable society for his people, ensuring peace and prosperity. Hammurabi knew that laws were important for keeping order and maintaining harmony. Without laws, people would constantly fight and argue. There would be chaos and disorder. So Hammurabi created a set of laws that became known as the Hammurabi Code, a groundbreaking legal document. This code was a major achievement, a testament to his vision and leadership. It was one of the first written legal codes in human history, setting a precedent for future generations. The Hammurabi Code was more than just a list of rules. It was a reflection of the values and beliefs of ancient Babylonian society. It was a comprehensive guide to justice, covering various aspects of daily life and governance. By studying the Hammurabi Code, we can learn a lot about how people lived thousands of years ago, their challenges and their aspirations. We can also see how their ideas about justice and fairness have influenced our own legal systems, shaping the world we live in today. The Hammurabi Code was not written on paper. Instead, it was meticulously carved into stone, ensuring its permanence through the ages. It was carved onto a tall stone pillar called a stele, a monumental piece of craftsmanship. Imagine a giant stone tablet, taller than a person, covered in intricate writing that detailed the laws of the land. This is what the Hammurabi Code looked like, a testament to the advanced legal system of ancient Babylon. At the top of the stele, there was an image of Hammurabi receiving the laws from Shamash, the Babylonian god of justice, symbolizing divine authority. The code itself contained 282 laws, each addressing different aspects of daily life. These laws covered a wide range of topics, including family matters, business transactions, property disputes, and criminal offenses, reflecting the complexity of Babylonian society. Some of the laws were very specific, detailing exact penalties and procedures. For example, there were laws that set the prices for goods and services, ensuring fair trade practices. Other laws were more general, outlining principles of justice and fairness that guided the society. The laws were written in a language called Akkadian, using a script called cuneiform, which was the writing system of the time. Cuneiform writing looks like small wedges and lines carved into clay tablets, a unique and ancient method of recording information. The Hammurabi Code was a public document, meant to be seen and understood by all. It was displayed in a prominent place where everyone could see it, ensuring transparency and accessibility. This ensured that people were aware of the laws and knew the consequences of breaking them, promoting a sense of order and justice in the community. The Hammurabi Code was based on the principle of an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. This meant that punishment should fit the crime. If someone stole property, they had to pay it back. If they injured someone, they could be injured in the same way. The code also recognized different social classes. Punishments for crimes were often harsher for slaves than for free citizens. Judges played an important role in enforcing the Hammurabi Code. They listened to evidence from both sides of a dispute. Then they made a decision based on the relevant laws. The code also included provisions for witnesses and contracts. This helped to ensure that justice was administered fairly. Life in ancient Babylon was often harsh. The Hammurabi Code reflects this reality, but the code also provided a framework for order and stability. It helped to resolve disputes, protect property rights, and punish wrongdoing. In a way, it was a step towards a more civilized society. Believe it or not, the Hammurabi Code, created almost 4,000 years ago, still has relevance today. While our modern legal systems are more complex, we can see echoes of Hammurabi's ideas in our laws. For example, the concept of an eye for an eye is still present in our criminal justice system, though in a more nuanced form. Many of our laws today are based on the same principles of fairness and justice that Hammurabi sought to uphold. We value contracts and agreements, just like the Babylonians did. We believe in protecting property rights and holding people accountable for their actions. These fundamental ideas have transcended time and culture. Of course, there are also significant differences between the Hammurabi Code and modern legal systems. Unlike the rigid, often harsh punishments of ancient Babylon, our legal systems strive for rehabilitation and reintegration into society. We also recognize human rights and freedoms that were not acknowledged in Hammurabi's time. Section 5, Eye for an eye, justice then and now. The principle of an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, known as lex talionis, was a cornerstone of the Hammurabi Code. This ancient legal doctrine was one of the earliest attempts to create a structured and predictable system of justice. This concept of retributive justice aimed to deter crime by inflicting proportionate punishment. The idea was that the punishment should mirror the offense, thereby discouraging individuals from committing crimes. While this may seem harsh today, in ancient Babylon it was seen as a way to prevent excessive or arbitrary punishments. It provided a clear guideline for judges and ensured that justice was meted out fairly and consistently. Modern legal systems, however, have largely moved away from this strict form of retribution. Today the focus is more on understanding the underlying causes of criminal behavior and addressing them. We now recognize that punishment should not only fit the crime, but also consider the circumstances of the offender and the potential for rehabilitation. This shift reflects a more nuanced understanding of justice. Our focus is on balancing punishment with the goals of rehabilitation, deterrence, and protecting society. This balanced approach aims to reduce recidivism and promote long-term societal well-being. Instead of simply seeking revenge, modern justice systems aim to address the root causes of crime and help offenders become productive members of society. This holistic approach is designed to foster a safer and more just community. This approach recognizes that justice is not always about inflicting equal harm, but about finding solutions that promote fairness and social harmony. By focusing on rehabilitation and prevention, we strive to create a more equitable legal system. Section 6, Hammurabi's Code, outdated or inspiring? The Hammurabi Code, with its harsh punishments and social hierarchies, can seem outdated and even barbaric by today's standards. However, it's essential to remember that it was created in a different time and context. Despite its flaws, the Hammurabi Code represents a significant step forward in the development of law and civilization. It was one of the first attempts to establish a written code of laws that applied to everyone, at least in theory. It set a precedent for the rule of law, rather than the rule of individual whims or power. This idea that laws should govern society and apply equally to all remains a cornerstone of modern legal systems. The Hammurabi Code also serves as a reminder of how far we've come in our understanding of justice and human rights. It inspires us to continually examine and improve our own legal systems, ensuring they reflect our evolving values and strive for a more just and equitable society. Section 7, From Stone Tablets to Digital Codes. The Hammurabi Code, carved in stone, stands in stark contrast to the digital age we live in today. Laws are no longer etched onto stone tablets, but are constantly evolving, debated, and codified in complex legal documents and digital databases. Technology has revolutionized how laws are created, disseminated, and enforced. We now have access to vast legal libraries at our fingertips, allowing for greater transparency and accessibility to legal information. Artificial intelligence is even being used to analyze legal documents and assist with legal research, potentially making the law more efficient and less prone to human error. However, this technological advancement also presents new challenges. Issues of privacy, data security, and the potential for bias in algorithms need to be carefully considered as technology plays an increasingly prominent role in our legal systems. Section 8, The Future of Justice, Learning from the Past. As we look to the future of justice, it's crucial to remember the lessons of the past. The Hammurabi Code, despite its flaws, reminds us that laws should be designed to create a just and stable society. It highlights the importance of clear laws, fair procedures, and proportionate punishments. As technology continues to advance, we must ensure that it serves justice, not hinders it. We need to use technology to make our legal systems more accessible, efficient, and equitable, while safeguarding against potential biases and abuses. The pursuit of justice is an ongoing journey, and the Hammurabi Code, a relic from a distant past, can serve as a valuable guidepost on this journey. It reminds us that while laws may change with time, the fundamental principles of fairness, equality, and the rule of law remain timeless. Section 9. Hammurabi's Legacy, a Foundation for Law. The Hammurabi Code, though a product of its time, has left an indelible mark on the history of law. It stands as a testament to humanity's early attempts to create order and justice in a chaotic world. While we may marvel at its harshness or its simplicity, we cannot deny its significance as a foundational legal document. The Code's influence can be seen in the legal systems of many cultures, reminding us that the pursuit of justice is a universal human endeavor. Hammurabi's legacy is not just a collection of ancient laws, but a testament to the enduring human desire for a just and equitable society.